And now we're joined by the voice of the Walleye, Mr. Matt Melzak. Thank you for joining us in studio.
Appreciate it.
No desk today.
No desk.
I hope it's not
like
awkward for you.
I like the freedom right now. I feel like I can walk around a little bit. I'm not constrained by the desk.
Very nice. So the Walleye can't be any hotter. 10-game winning streak. Haven't lost a game in over a month. What do you make of what's working offensively for Toledo?
Well, I think this week was quite an eye-opener. I mean, a lot of teams, everybody went through an extended break, 11 days away, basically, between games. So a lot of teams had a lot of things to work through, including Toledo. And I thought that offense, the skill set that they have, that's what showcased itself very well in these 4 games. To come off of that kind of a break where a lot of guys weren't even on the ice for a long time. Over a week, they weren't even on the ice. And then to all of a sudden pop right in and have to play 4 games in 5 days in 3 different cities. Very taxing, but yet Toledo's offense came through. They're producing, and it starts from their special teams. They're now, at the weekend over, they're a plus 25 on the special teams. Well, I mean, you look at, they played 27 games, they got plus 25. That means basically they're gaining a goal a game on everybody else. And that'll lead you to a lot of wins, and it's been heavy in this run that they're on right now that spans all the way back to December 3rd.
And you talk about the special team, shorthanded goals on Friday. We saw the Walleye net an 11th shorthanded goal of the year, already a franchise record, and we're not even 1 week through January. How effective do you think special teams have been to getting the Walleye towards this 10-game winning streak?
Well, I think it's been a big-time catalyst. You have the #1 power play unit in the league, over 30%. You're the only team above that. There's only one other team above 25%. So the fact that you're above 30%, you're the #1 power play unit on the road, #1 power play unit at home. Then you factor in the shorthanded side. And I know their penalty kill has not been the best on the road, although those last 2 games in Cincinnati, they didn't allow a power play goal. Plus, they scored 2 shorthanded goals. So when you factor in the shorthanded goals, the 12 that they've allowed there, they're almost an even group when it comes to the penalty kill. So when your power play is striking like they are and it's red hot all the time, it feels like no matter what, they're going to get at least a goal a game. And then you start looking at what they've done with the penalty kill and the fact that they're producing so much shorthanded, 12 shorthanded goals, which, you mentioned they were already at a franchise record with 11. Now they're at 12. The Toledo Storm, the best season they ever had in the ECHL was 20 shorthanded goals back in the mid-90s. And then the ECHL record is 24. Well, this team's already halfway there. We still have more than half a season to go. So, they have some pieces in place there with Will Hillman, Mitch Lewandowski, whether it's Sam Craggs, whether it's Chad Hillebrand when he's down. Right now he's in the American League. So that when those guys are in, they are very active offensively, and you can see that. They read it very well. It's funny. There's a guy on the defensive side who has 2 goals this year. They both came in back-to-back games in Cincinnati, and that's Jed Pietila, both on the shorthanded side. So, I mean, you get everybody into the act, you're going to score a lot of those, and special teams can lead you to a lot of wins.
And talking more about the defense, Carter Guylander getting him back, only allowing 1 goal in 2 games. I know depth is something that teams are not usually accustomed to, but that seems to be a green flag for the Walleye.
Yeah, they really do have it right now. The fact that Nolan Lalonde didn't even get a game this week because Matt Jarusik has played so well for the Toledo Walleye, and then obviously Carter Guylander, his numbers in the American League for Grand Rapids. I mean, he's got a 1.5 goals against average and a .940 save in the American League, and he's down playing right now for Toledo, and he has really matured this year. You could see it in his game. He's just calm, he's poised, and you could really see it this weekend. He did a great job on Friday night, shutting down a very good Cincinnati offense. Didn't allow a goal there. He had just that one that got by him on Sunday against Bloomington. But yeah, big week for him. Gets 3 wins as well. He'll probably be in the running for ECHL Goaltender of the Week.
And now looking ahead this weekend, another 3-3 for the Walleye. The question is going to be, when will somebody beat the Walleye? But just looking ahead, what's your outlook on whether or not Toledo can get through this weekend, still keeping that winning streak intact?
Well, I'll tell you what, you got some good matchups. You get Fort Wayne twice, at home, on the road to finish off the week. So it's going to be a very tough weekend. Iowa's really struggled. That's the team they're going to see on Friday night. They've lost 8 straight, so they're struggling a little bit going into the week. But you get that Fort Wayne, that first and second place teams. Right now, Toledo in first, Fort Wayne's in second. This is an excellent hockey team, the Fort Wayne Comets. This is going to be a fun weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Alrighty, voice of the Walleye, Matt Melzak, joining us in studio like he does every Monday, usually with the desk, but you seem to be just fine without something blocking you in front.
I was ready to start floating around, but for some reason I stayed. I don't have my skates on, so we're good.
There you go, Matt.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.